You're gonna have to find deals that are so good that people are going to want to throw money at you. So I think one of the most common questions I get on my real estate channel, and I think a lot of real estate investors get asked this question at one point, is it possible to invest in real estate if I have no money, if I have no experience? How can I do that? Is there a way to, and I get it, a lot of people get overwhelmed by the idea of investing in real estate, particularly if they don't have money, they get discouraged. I think there is a way you guys can do it. It's not easy, you're not gonna get rich quick, but if you put in the hard work, I think it will work for you guys. I think it's through private deals. And so the key with private deals is you're gonna find a great opportunity and attract a money partner. I think that that's the way it's going to work for you guys. I think if you're going to actually invest in real estate without your own money, it's going to have to be through finding fantastic private deals. And so that's why I'm creating this video series on finding private real estate investing deals. Otherwise, I just want to say a huge shout out to all of Graham Stephan's followers that have joined my channel, that have been subscribing, that checked out my other videos. Really appreciate it, guys. Also love the engagement you've been bringing. So definitely feel free to hit me up in the comment section down below with any questions you have. I promise I'll respond to them. Otherwise, let's just jump in the private deal video. And I hope this makes a difference. I hope this helps you guys get started on your real estate investing journey, particularly if you don't have any money to invest. So how can you invest in real estate with no money and no experience? One of my go-to answers is wholesaling. And now with wholesaling, the idea there is that you're gonna be finding great deals and you can sell those deals to other investors, and that'll earn up the down payment you need to get started investing in real estate. And if you're not sure what wholesaling is or you wanna learn more, just click that I right there. It looks something like this eye actually. And that'll take you right over to my wholesaling video where I dive into exactly what wholesaling is. But I know that that's an answer a lot of people aren't satisfied with. They don't want to start up a wholesaling business. They want to invest in real estate. That's what they're looking for, is consistent passive income, where wholesaling is more of an active business than real estate investing is. So how else can you invest in real estate if you have no money and no experience? Well, I think the go-to is you need to find deals that are so good that people are going to want to throw money at you. Well, in my opinion, the best deals are found privately. And if you're curious why I think that way, again, hit that I, and you can jump over to my other video where I get into the details of why private deals are good and really get in depth about information asymmetry and why it's important you use that to your own advantage. I know some people are going to get overwhelmed by the idea of how can I partner with someone? How do I set up the partnership? Do I need a corporation? What about taxes? What about this? How do we split responsibilities? Set all that aside. First, you need to find the great deal, then you can worry about setting up the partnership. Honestly, great deals do take effort. There's no silver bullet. This isn't a get rich quick scheme, and it's not going to happen overnight. You may stumble into a great deal right off the bat. It may take 6 months to find that great deal. So you're honestly just going to have to learn to be patient. But I am trying to show you the fastest way possible to get involved in real estate investing if you have no money and really no experience. Because you need the fantastic deal, guys. You need the best deal possible, because that's going to attract partners with money. And the reason it's going to attract partners with money is they don't have the time or they don't have the experience to find these great deals, but they have the money and they still want to create passive income. And so you're going to be their gateway to that. Honestly, when it comes down to partnerships and agreements, you can almost write whatever you want and design it to whatever fits that situation. And I'll leave getting into the real details on that for another video. Right now, I just want to give you an overview of how you're going to find private deals, because again, you need to build a system if you want to be able to replicate this. If you want to grow your portfolio fast, you're going to need to find lots of great private deals. So this is part 2 of a video series where I'm going to actually have 6 different videos, all breaking down exactly how you're going to find great private deals. So in the next video, we're going to really focus on networking. And so the reason we're going to focus on networking is you need people to know that you're out there chasing private deals. You need people to know that you're a real estate investor. You need people to be working on your behalf. You need to really scale up what your actions accomplish. And so you're going to do that through networking. Now, honestly, I used to be terrible at networking and hated the idea of it. And in the last year, I've started all kinds of different Facebook groups, meetup groups. I go to all sorts of networking events. I used to kind of think of it as tedious, and I just wasn't that outgoing personality. But if you want to find private deals and you want to find a lot of them in a short period of time, you're just going to have to learn to network. It's important that you really focus on networking smartly. Just shaking people's hands and trading business cards, that's not networking smartly. And so the way you network smart is making sure your actions are really counting, and that you're networking with the people that are actually going to be in front of private deals, the people that are actually going to be able to help you find the opportunities you need to start your real estate investing career. And so, who are you going to network with? Well, you should be focused on networking with landlords, focused on networking with property managers, other real estate investors, contractors, even tenants, friends, your family. You honestly just want to make as many people aware that you're now a real estate investor and you're looking for private deals. And it's definitely a great idea if you're not going to be a wholesaler, or even if you are going to be a wholesaler, reach out to other wholesalers. Private money lenders are also a great source of potential deals, and even networking with realtors to find private deals because a lot of realtors have pocket listings that will never hit the MLS. And again, those can be a great opportunity. So in the networking video, I'm going to talk about some advanced tactics, making the most of introductions. So for example, instead of when someone introduces themselves and says something like, hey, how's it going? You say, good, how are you? And it's just like a really bland exchange. Instead, make the most of those opportunities. So if someone was to say to you something like, hey Matt, how's it going? And so instead of saying something like, oh, it's going good, how are you? You're actually going to use this as an opportunity to bring up a problem that you currently have, such as, oh, well actually I've decided to start investing in real estate, and so I'm looking for private deals, and it's actually pretty tough to find people that are looking to sell their houses privately. So just been kind of focusing on that grind. And so in that situation, you've actually made the most of that opportunity. Honestly, again, I know I didn't used to be that guy, but there's so much value in doing this because every exchange you have with a person is an opportunity. So then in episode 2, we're going to really focus on marketing. And so with the marketing, we're going to really be focusing on like yellow letters, bandit signs, we buy houses, all that kind of stuff, along with Kijiji and Craigslist ads. And we'll also talk about getting bird dogs and cold calling people and even handing out flyers, doing mailers. There's all sorts of different approaches you can do to market to make sure people know. And so also in the marketing episode, we'll run through the different like white, gray, and black hat approaches to advertising, to marketing, the fact that you're buying houses, that you're interested in getting private deals, all that stuff, because there's a huge spectrum of approaches, and we'll just run through them quickly. I'll discuss some of the experiences I've had implementing them, as well as just discuss some of the ones that I haven't used yet that I hope to, and how I'd go about implementing it. And again, remember guys, we're building a system here because if you want to build a large real estate portfolio, you need to treat this as a business. You need to take it seriously because you're not just going to wake up tomorrow and someone's going to give you a great investment. You're going to have to put in the hard work. And so then in video number 3, we're going to focus on searching. And so with the search, it's all about driving for dollars, knocking for dollars, all those different approaches, and how you're going to even vet properties without ever really stepping inside them. There's all sorts of ways you can research and figure things out so that when you find that private deal, you can really execute on it well. So we'll also focus on ways to tell if a property is potentially distressed, looking at things like what's the roof like, what's the landscaping like, as well as trying to figure out what properties on your target street might make for good investment properties. And so we're going to be doing things like looking for multiple hydrometers. That's a sign that it's a multi-unit property, that's an income property. Looking for multiple mailbox, looking for multiple vehicles in the laneway. There's all sorts of different approaches you can use to try and figure out if a property has potential as an investment. So there's all sorts of different tactics that we can use to try and figure out if a property would make for a good real estate investment without ever even step inside of it, without even talking to the owner, without talking to the tenants, without knowing the gross rent. As well, we're going to focus on different approaches like finding cookie cutter comps. And so this is something I love to do. So lots of properties and lots of subdivision are built alike. And so if you can find, say, that 2,000 square foot bungalow that has a side entrance, that's a great opportunity for a granny suite or a great opportunity to duplex depending on the zoning, as well as why you need to know your municipal or your city zoning, because that's so important. For example, in London, Ontario, R3 zoning is some of the most favorable zoning because you have the potential to convert a property up to 4 units. And so usually with investment properties, the more units, the more profit. And it makes sense. If you have everything under one roof, there's definitely potential for scales of efficiency. But that doesn't just mean the more units, the more money. But again, if you guys are really focused on growing your real estate portfolio, it's going to be really important that you find great cash flowing properties. Particularly if you don't have a lot of money and you're going to be using investors' money, often investors are going to want to see that cash on cash return, and they're going to want to get their cash out. And the approach I use is often, I try and get their cash out for them as fast as possible. Then what happens is they get addicted to that quick return. So they're going to want to keep investing with you, and you can keep recycling their money with something like a BRRRR investing strategy. And again, if you're not familiar with BRRRR, hit that I and there'll be a link to my BRRRR investing series. And that's a great way to figure out how, once you get that first money partner, how you can keep building upon it. It's really important too, if you do this well, your money partner is going to be introducing you to other money partners, and that's huge. And then finally, in video number 4, we're going to focus on replicating the great deals. Once you actually found a great deal, it's important that you really maximize that opportunity. And so I think that this is something a lot of people overlook. So if you found a distressed landlord that's looking to sell one of his properties, have you talked to him about his other properties? Maybe there's a potential to bundle a purchase and even get a better deal. Or maybe you can take what was an okay deal and find an even better deal. Try and buy all their properties or a portion of their portfolio rather than just buying that one duplex. You need to really try and replicate that great deal, because once you finish that one, you need another one, especially if you're trying to build a large real estate portfolio. Same with that distressed landlord. He probably has a network of other landlords he knows. And if he's running his property ineffectively, if he's running it inefficiently, if there's an opportunity there when you buy his property, there's potential that you could talk to the rest of his network and find even more opportunities and jump on that. I'm gonna be really focused on giving you guys like tangible tactics that you can actually implement. And so I'm even going to do some appendixes for these. So for example, on the search, it's going to be like me and Jeff Weibel literally driving for dollars, knocking on doors and trying to get private deals. I want to show you guys, we're putting in the effort. Like, this isn't happening overnight for us, and it's not going to happen overnight for you. But so finally, what's under the last one? Well, why? And so finally, just in this video, I want to talk about why. Why would someone give you a good private deal? Why would a wholesaler sell you a good deal? Why would a bird dog find you a good deal? I mean, why wouldn't they just take that deal for themselves? Good question, and I get that, but you gotta remember, the wholesaler, he's in a business of selling wholesale deals. That's his active business. He's great at finding deals, but he maybe doesn't have the crew in place in that city, or maybe he just doesn't have a crew in general to fix up the property. Maybe he's more focused on short-term active income rather than building a passive portfolio. Why would a seller privately sell their property when they could probably sell it for more on the MLS? Well, again, there's a multitude of different reasons, but maybe they're a hoarder. Maybe they're just embarrassed about the condition of their property. Maybe they just don't want it to be listed on the MLS and have a bunch of strangers walking through their property. There are good deals out there, but you're gonna have to put in the work. So I have a question for you guys. I know I have a lot of landlords that watch this, a lot of active investors, and so I wanna know from you guys, are you looking for Jesus, what's going on there? Are you looking for private deals? And whether you are or aren't, why or why not? And if you're not, are you using wholesalers, bird dogs, or are you just straight up buying off the MLS? And if so, don't you think that you could even maximize your profits more if you found private deals and really were able to maximize that information asymmetry? And so for the rest of you that are just interested in becoming a real estate investor, I want you to tell me in the comments down below, are you actually going to follow through on any of this advice? Are you going to take action? Because I would love for you guys to take action. I would love for you to tell me in the comment section down below, say a year from now, that you did this, that you found a private deal, that you got that money partner, and that you're now officially a real estate investor. And so remember, the great thing about finding a private deal is, if it's good enough, you're gonna have money partners chasing you down for that opportunity. So even if you're 16, 18, 20, if you find that fantastic deal and you figure out how to present it appropriately, and we'll have to do a whole nother video series on how to do an investor presentation, how to really kind of lay out for an investor what you're trying to do with your investing strategy, with your investing tactics, because that's a whole big subject in and of itself. But honestly, if you find a great private deal, your age isn't going to hold you back. It's just going to be a matter of finding that private deal and being able to present it to a money partner in an effective manner where they really understand the opportunity you've created through your information asymmetry. Thanks again, guys, for taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me, and I hope you got value from it. If you did get value, do me a huge favor, smash that like button. It means more to me than you guys realize. Leave me a comment down below. Again, engagement's so important, both because I love chatting with you guys, I love hearing what you're up to, and I love helping you out if, say, I wasn't clear in this video or other videos. Not only is it important to me, but it's also important to the YouTube algorithm, so go ahead, leave me a comment down below. It'd make my day. Go ahead, please. And if you aren't already subscribed, smash that subscribe button so that you can stay on top of the rest of this series, because I'll keep cranking out these videos if you guys keep watching them. Shout out to Graham. This has been crazy. I'm hoping I can make the most of this opportunity. I'm hoping I can help you guys find opportunities too. So if you got video suggestions for me, let me know in the comment section down below, and I promise that I'll respond to you.